Geeta Nayyar. I'm the Chief Medical Information Officer for AT&T. I'm also a practicing physician. I'm a rheumatologist and still practice part-time. I am very jazzed to be doing the work that I'm doing at AT&T. I strongly believe in health technology, strongly believe in healthcare, but more than that, I believe in patients. And as I think about where we are in the healthcare paradigm today, I really do believe we're at a crux of transformation in health. And when I mean health, I mean the mind, body, and soul. And I think when I look at this audience and I look at the program you've put together, when we think about the people in this room and the future of healthcare, it's very optimistic because folks like you are helping to drive the transformation of healthcare that we so desperately need. I know we have a lot of administrators in the room. I know we have a lot of doctors and nurses in the room, but I'm curious to know how many patients we have in the room. How many folks have ever been sick? Right? We're all patients, right? Every one of us are patients or have been patients at one time or another. How many of you have ever had to deal with a loved one who's been sick and had to shuttle them through the healthcare system as a caregiver? How many of you had a great experience doing that or being a patient yourself? That's pretty dismal, right? That's not such a great thing, I think, for all of us. And so one of the things we never talk about as we think about transforming healthcare is the patient experience. We never really talk about the customer experience or the patient experience that other industries talk about. Other industries, whether it's the airline industry, the hotel industry, the hospitality industry, they always want to get people to come back and have a good experience and have a good service. But we never really talk about that in healthcare, right? And so I think that really therein lies the opportunity for an organization like yours, is to not just think about the quality of healthcare, the outcomes of healthcare, how to make patients healthy, but how do we actually let them have a good experience and feel good about their healthcare, right? I mean, Ed, I'm sure you think about this stuff all the time. It's not easy. It's not easy to cure diabetes, cure heart disease, treat rheumatoid arthritis and lupus, and also make sure that patients have a smile on their face at the end of the day. And so I think that's the challenge as we think about some of the other challenges in healthcare, is to make this fun, to make it exciting, and to make it be something that really nurtures the mind, body, and soul, which we all know is an important part of all of our health, right? So with that, how many of you have a smartphone? All right, I won't ask you which one or what service plan you have. And I assume that you have smart tablets that go along with that in some shape or form. And so when you use your smartphone, what are some of the things that you're using them for? And I'll start with that side of the room. Just call out something you use your phone for. Text. Okay, great. Talking, good. Eric, what about you? Photos. Excellent. Anyone else use them for photos? Instagram. All right. Anyone else using them for other modes of communication? Great. There you go. Would you say that your phone is a personal device? Would you say that it's almost a part of your day, an integral part of your day, that it would be very difficult for you to do some of the daily things that you guys have all mentioned? Is it something that you almost feel is an extension of yourself? So much so that you decorate it, you bling it out. It's the same color as your favorite sports team. I've seen you guys out there. I'm not talking to the women, I'm talking to the men. Right? These devices have become so personal that it's almost impossible to do what we do every day, whether it's work and managing our calendar and our email, or whether it's personal and we're talking about staying in touch through Facebook or Twitter or email, or, oh yeah, a phone call, right? So when we think about transforming healthcare, and we think about the experience of healthcare and how it may not be the best, why wouldn't we use our smartphone? Why wouldn't we use a smart tablet to help us make that experience better and actually integral to our patients' healthcare experience? Whether it's access to their information, whether it's access to education, whether it's access to their doctor, the bottom line is it's access, at the touch of their fingers, and it's an experience that is streamlined with everything else that you do. It doesn't have to be something extra. It doesn't have to be something extra that you have to think about, because your health is part of your mind, body, and soul, and that should just be integral. That shouldn't be something extra you have to think about. Does that make sense? How many doctors and nurses do we have in the room? Excellent. So the average office visit, right, outpatient visit, is about 8 to 10 minutes. How many of you get a chance to do everything you have to do in that 8 to 10 minute office visit, as well as ask about the mind, body, and soul? Don't everyone raise their hand at the same time. Right? It's not easy. 8 to 10 minutes is not an easy amount of time to talk about diabetes, hypertension, and oh, by the way, how are you? How are you feeling? Tell me about your diet. Do you keep Sabbath? Right? So if we think about these devices, if we think about technology, if we think about taking the patient experience from beyond the 8 minutes, beyond the office walls, those 4 office walls, there's only so much you can do in 8 to 10 minutes. And the opportunities that are available in mobile health, telehealth, remote patient monitoring, they are meant to actually personalize the experience. Make it better, make it longer than 8 to 10 minutes. Make it an experience that someone can actually have in their own home, in their own community, and all the places where their mind, body, and soul are being nurtured in a way that it's really not able to be within that 8 to 10 minute office visit that we're also used to in traditional medicine. So as we think about the future of healthcare, as we think about going out there and really taking everything you guys have learned from today, that's really my message to this group, is just pushing the envelope of healthcare, thinking about how do we make those office visits more personable, more of an experience, more of one that says, I actually want to go back and have a good healthcare experience at this organization, at this institution, and also give the power to the patient. The power to the patient. The patient should always be at the center. The patient deserves to be at the center. And if you do that, there's no doubt in my mind that you'll be able to transform healthcare, both mind, body, and soul. Thank you so much.